Hey guys, hey guys, hey guys. Welcome to the storm shelter. How's everyone doing today? I'm doing really good. Been, I don't know, been feeling like I've got all kinds of stuff going on right now, so trying to make sure I keep up with everything and get everything done. So I'm not sure how far or we'll get into Proverbs today. It's only like 31 chapters, something like that. But we're going to get a decent ways in. I've got some stuff I've got to do, waiting on people if they actually show up. I really hope so. Happy Saturday, Abby. Happy Saturday. And God bless you too today. Everything is going well. Got to spend some time with my dad, which is good. Doing all kinds of stuff, but I'm waiting on DoorDash with groceries. Man, I really wish I had my own car. Eventually that'll change. Eventually I'll be able to. But it looks like Rasham or Taylor's not here right now, so that's alright though. We're going to get started anyways. I hope everyone's doing well. If you guys have any prayer requests, please put it in there. Because I'm going to try to get started so we can get through some of this while we can. Today may be a not as long of a day. Who knows? We'll see. I'm trying to do all kinds of stuff. I just feel like I'm being rushed right now and trying to calm down from that. Not you guys, not the Bible reading, just everyday life, you know what I mean? Everyday life. Haven't been able to sit down and relax yet and take care of stuff, but that'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, look, there we are. One of them's here. Rasham, welcome. Sally, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a wonderful day. It is an absolute beautiful day. I'm loving it. Just, like I said, feeling like I'm rushed, so doing what I can to continue on, you know. Just doing what I can to continue on and whatnot. Youth group outing to be fruitful. You're going bowling tonight. Yes, absolutely, Abby. Absolutely. I would be drinking some tea like I have been, but the tea is super hot right now, so I'm just going to let it chill. And I'm going to enjoy some Capri Sun while I wait. But I'm going to go ahead and get us started. If anyone else has any prayer requests, go ahead and speak up while we're doing this. If not, if you think of something later when we do the final prayer, then speak up then. Either way, I'll try to make sure that we pray for you as well. Again, I hope every one of you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful, God-filled, God-blessed day. I know I am. I'm just... I'm happy to be here and be able to sit down and relax and be able to read some for you guys. Got more stuff I've got to do afterwards, but we'll see what's going on. And I'm still going to try to get the parable done tonight and submitted. Rasham's I don't know if you got to see the message yet. May have to push off recording your stuff until tomorrow. Who knows? We'll see. If time permits, then we'll go ahead and do it tonight. But if not, we'll definitely do it tomorrow because I'll have a lot of time tomorrow as well. So prayers to share your testimony boldly. Absolutely, Rasham. Absolutely. Just feeling rushed today, and I don't like feeling rushed. I want to smooth everything out. I need to slow things down, and I'll be all right. Be all right. All right, let's get started. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for every single person that you've brought out here with us today, Lord. I want to thank you for the opportunity for us to fellowship, Lord, and get deeper and deeper into your word and get closer and closer to you, Lord. We get to learn the way you talk to us, what you'll say and how you'll say it, and we get to learn the discernment between your voice and that of the fiery darts of the devil, Lord, and I so love it. Lord, I ask that you look out for Abby's youth group she's going to today as they go bowling. I ask that you protect them, Lord. Keep everyone in good and high spirits, Lord, and allow it to be fruitful. Allow it to be fruitful, Lord. Allow them to touch other people's lives. Allow them to be able to reach others with the word of God, Lord, with your word. I think that would be amazing and wonderful, and just allow them all to have a whole heaps load of fun. Lord, I ask that you impart boldness onto Rasham, Lord, as it comes to his testimony, and allow him to share it wholeheartedly without holding anything back and without being afraid or anything like that. Allow him to just be ready, Lord. I know it can be rough. And Lord, I ask that you fill us with your Holy Spirit, Lord. I ask that you fill us with your wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of your word, so that we can all learn how to walk and live the way you want us to live, Lord, and to be able to guide that narrow path that you've created for us, and allow us to be able to bring others to be able to find that path, Lord, and allow us to be beacons of light in the middle of the darkness, sign and guideposts that point directly to you, Lord. And Lord, if we have any distractions today, I ask that you go ahead of us and soften their hearts and their minds, Lord, so that they're more receptive to taking you in, Lord, and opening the door to their heart to you, and be willing to awaken spiritually and just come to you and find their everlasting life, Lord, and the peace and love and joy that you provide for so many of us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Welcome, Jillian. Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy all of you guys are here. It's just trying to get everything going. I've got you'll see me kind of look at my phone a lot. I'm trying to keep track of the DoorDasher and the food and everything, so that I can make sure I can meet them at the door and get those put away. But no worries. Crystal, welcome. But I'm glad to be here. I'm glad everyone else is here. Hold on, somebody must be at my door. I'll be right back. All right. So, yeah, that was just literally the mailman came through, and my dog went nuts for a second. So she's just doing her job. All right. I'm ready to get going, guys. I said, wow, I looked away for a second. Bro disappeared. It's like I said, it's been one of those days I can't hardly settle down and sit down. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Waiting on people coming through, all kinds of stuff. So I'm definitely ready to sit down and do some reading. And even then, I don't have a chance to really settle down and rest up because I've had to order food while I can and all kinds of other things. So it is what it is. I'm not complaining. It's just it's a busy day. It's a busy day. All right. Today, guys, we're starting in the book of Proverbs. Can't guarantee how far we'll get. Maybe 10 chapters at least. But it's going to be a great read. It's going to be a great read. Get to see the wisdom of Solomon. And I really look forward to it. Oh, thank you, Sally. Thank you. I got this before I made the move from Illinois to here. I really enjoy the brand AOH. Art of Homage is what they're called. If you guys like their stuff, that's where I got a lot of my shirts and hats that I wear. They're really neat, really godly. So I absolutely love them, and they're comfortable too. So, but all right, guys, if you're ready to get going, let's get going. This is Proverbs 1, purpose and theme. All right. The Proverbs of Solomon, son of David, king of Israel, for gaining wisdom and instruction, for understanding words of insight, for receiving instruction in prudent behavior, doing what is right and just and fair, for giving prudences to those who are simple, knowledge and discretion to the young. Let the wise listen and add to their learning, and let the discerning get guidance. For understanding proverbs and parables, the sayings and riddles of the wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Prologue, exhortations to embrace wisdom, warning against the invitation of sinful men. So I remember reading Proverbs for the first time and tears are running constantly out of my eyes. First book I read in the entire Bible. Well, that's a big undertaking there, Rashawn, but that's awesome. That's awesome. Listen, my son, to your father's instruction, and do not forsake your mother's teaching. They are a garland to grace your head and a chain to adorn your neck. My son, if sinful men entice you, do not give in to them. If they say, come along with us, let's lie in wait for innocent blood, let's ambush some harmless soul. Let's swallow them alive like the grave, and whole like those who go down to the pit. We will get all sorts of valuable things and fill our houses with plunder. Cast lots with us, and we will all share the loot. My son, do not go along with them. Do not set foot on their paths, for their feet rush into evil. They are swift to shed blood. How useless to spread a net where every bird can see it. These men lie in wait for their own blood. They ambush only themselves. Such are the paths of all who go after ill-gotten gain. It takes away the life of those who get it. Wisdom's rebuke. Out in the open, wisdom calls aloud. She raises her voice in the public square. On top of the wall, she cries out. At the city gate, she makes her speech. How long will you who are simple love your simple ways? How long will mockers delight in mockery and fools hate knowledge? Repent at my rebuke, then I will pour out my thoughts to you. I will make known to you my teachings. But since you refuse to listen when I call, and no one pays attention when I stretch out my hand, since you disregard all my advice and do not accept my rebuke, I in turn will laugh when disaster strikes you. I will mock when calamity overtakes you. Samuel, welcome. When calamity overtakes you like a storm, when disaster sweeps over you like a whirlwind, when distress and trouble overwhelm you, then they will call to me, but I will not answer. They will look for me, but they will look for me, but will not find me, since they hated knowledge and did not choose to fear the Lord. Since they would not accept my advice and spurned my rebuke, they will eat the fruit of their ways and be filled with the fruit of their schemes. For the waywardness of the simple will kill them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will live in safety and be at ease without fear of harm. Proverbs Chapter 2. More moral benefits of wisdom. My son, if you accept my words and store up my commands within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, indeed, if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as for a hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. For the Lord gives wisdom, from his mouth come knowledge and understanding. He holds success in store for the upright. He is a shield to those whose walk is blameless. For he guards the course of the just and protects the way of his faithful ones. Then you will understand what is right and just and fair, every good path. For wisdom will enter your heart, and knowledge will be pleasant to your soul. Discretion will protect you, and understanding will guard you. Wisdom will save you from the ways of wicked men, from men whose words are perverse, who have left the straight path to walk in dark ways, who delight in doing wrong and rejoice in the perverseness of evil, whose paths are crooked and who are devious in their ways. Wisdom will save you also from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words, who has left the partner of her youth and ignored the covenant she made before God. Surely her house leads down to death, and her paths lead to the spirits of the dead. None who go to her return or attain the paths of life. Thus you will walk in the ways of the good and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright will live in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the land, and the unfaithful will be torn from it. Proverbs 3. Wisdom bestows well-being. My son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commands in your heart, for they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and faithfulness never leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Do not be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. Honor the Lord with your wealth, with the first fruits of all your crops. Then your barns will be filled to overflowing, and your vats will brim over with new wine. Man, I can't read and talk today, man. My son, do not despise the Lord's discipline, and do not resent his rebuke. Because the Lord disciplines those he loves, as a father the son he delights in. Blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding. For she is more profitable than silver, and yields better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand. In her left hand are riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peace. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. By wisdom, the Lord laid the earth's foundations. By wisdom, the Lord laid the earth's foundations. By understanding, he set the heavens in place. By his knowledge, the watery depths were divided, and the clouds let drop the dew. This is Proverbs 3. My son, do not let wisdom and understanding out of your sight. Preserve sound judgment and discretion. They will be life for you, an ornament to grace your neck. Then you will go on your way in safety, and your foot will not stumble. When you lie down, you will not be afraid. When you lie down, your sleep will be sweet. Have no fear of sudden disaster, or of the ruin that overtakes the wicked. For the Lord will be at your side, and will keep your foot from being snared. Do not withhold good from those to whom it is due, when it is in your power to act. Do not say to your neighbor, "Come back tomorrow and I'll give it to you," when you already have it with you. Do not plot harm against your neighbor, who lives trustfully near you. Do not accuse anyone for no reason, when they have done you no harm. Do not envy the violent, or choose any of their ways, for the Lord detests the perverse, but takes the upright into his confidence. The Lord's curse is on the house of the wicked, but he blesses the home of the righteous. He mocks proud mockers, but shows favor to the humble and oppressed. The wise inherit honor, but fools get only shame. Proverbs Chapter 4. And you're good, Jillian. All right. Get wisdom at any cost. Listen, my sons, to a father's instruction. Pay attention and gain understanding. I give you sound learning, so do not forsake my teaching. For I too was a son to my father, and still tender and cherished by my mother. Then he taught me, and he said, "Take hold of my words with all your heart. Keep my commands, and you will live. Get wisdom, get understanding. Do not forget my words, or turn away from them. Do not forsake wisdom, and she will protect you. Love her, and she will watch over you. The beginning of wisdom is this: get wisdom, though it costs all you have. Get understanding. Cherish her, and she will exalt you. Embrace her, and she will honor you. She will give you a garland to grace your head, and present you with a glorious crown. Listen, my son, accept what I say, and the years of your life will be many. I instruct you in the way of wisdom, and lead you along straight paths. When you walk, your steps will not be hampered. When you run, you will not stumble. Hold on to instruction. Do not let it go. Guard it well, for it is your life. Do not set foot on the path of the wicked, or walk in the way of evildoers. Avoid it. Do not travel on it. Turn from it, and go on your way. For they cannot rest until they do evil. They are robbed of sleep till they make someone stumble. They eat the bread of wickedness, and drink the wine of violence. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is like deep darkness. They do not know what makes them stumble. My son, pay attention to what I say. Turn your ear to my words. Do not let them out of your sight. Keep them within your heart. For they are life to those who find them, and health to one's whole body. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your mouth free of perversity. Keep corrupt talk far from your lips. Let your eyes look straight ahead. Fix your gaze directly before you. Give careful thought to the paths of your feet, and be steadfast in all your ways. Do not turn to the right or to the left. Keep your foot from evil. Proverbs 5. Warning against adultery. My son, pay attention to my wisdom. Turn your ear to my words of insight, that you may maintain discretion, and your lips may preserve knowledge. For the lips of the adulterous woman drip honey, and her speech is smoother than oil. But in the end she is bitter as gall, sharp as a double-edged sword. Her feet go down to death. Her steps lead straight to the grave. Valentine, welcome. She gives no thought to the way of life. Her paths wander aimlessly, but she does not know it. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Do not turn aside from what I say. Keep to a path far from her. Do not go near the door of her house. lest you lose your honor to others and your dignity to one who is cruel, lest strangers feast on your wealth and your toil enrich the house of another. At the end of your life, you will groan when your flesh and body are spent. You will say, how I hated discipline, how my heart spurned correction. I will not obey my teachers and turn my ear to my instructors. And I was soon in serious trouble in the assembly of God's people. Drink water from your own cistern, running water from your own well. Should your springs overflow in the streets, your streams of water in the public squares, let them be yours alone, never to be shared with strangers. May your fountain be blessed, and may you rejoice in the wife of your youth. A loving doe, a graceful deer, may her breast satisfy you always. May you ever be intoxicated with her love. Why, my son, be intoxicated with another man's wife? Why embrace the bosom of a wayward woman? For your ways are in full view of the Lord, and he examines all your paths. The evil deeds of the wicked ensnare them. The cords of their sins hold them fast. For lack of discipline they will die, led astray by their own great folly. Proverbs Chapter 6. Warnings against folly. Here in a few minutes I'll have to go and retrieve my DoorDash, but I'll be back. Not yet. My son, if you have put up security for your neighbor, if you have shaken hands and pledged for a stranger, you have been trapped by what you said, ensnared by the words of your mouth. So do this, my son, to free yourself. Since you have fallen into your neighbor's hands, go to the point of exhaustion and give your neighbor no rest. And allow no sleep to your eyes, no slumber to your eyelids. Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler. Go to the ant, you sluggard. Consider its ways and be wise. It has no commander, no overseer or ruler, yet it stores its provisions in summer and gathers its food at harvest. How long will you lie there, you sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest. And poverty will come on you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man. A troublemaker and a villain who goes about with a corrupt mouth, who winks maliciously with his eye, signals with his feet, and motions with his fingers, who plots evil with deceit in his heart. He always stirs up conflict. Therefore disaster will overtake him in an instant. He will suddenly be destroyed without remedy. There are 6 things the Lord hates, 7 that are detestable to him: haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that are quick to rush into evil, a false witness who pours out lies, and a person who stirs up conflict in the community. Warning against adultery. My son, keep your father's command and do not forsake your mother's teaching. Bind them always on your heart, fasten them around your neck. When you walk, they will guide you. When you sleep, they will watch over you. When you wake, they will speak to you. For this command is a lamp, this teaching is a light, and correction and instruction are the way of life, keeping you from your neighbor's wife, from the smooth talk of a wayward woman. Do not lust in your heart after her beauty, or let her captivate you with her eyes. For a prostitute can be had for a loaf of bread, but another man's wife preys on your very life. Can a man scoop fire into his lap without his clothes being burned? Can a man walk on hot coals without his feet being scorched? So is he who sleeps with another man's wife. No one who touches her will go unpunished. People do not despise a thief if he steals to satisfy his hunger when he is starving. Yet if he is caught, he must pay 7-fold, though it cost him all the wealth of his house. But a man who commits adultery has no sense. Whoever does so destroys himself. Blows and disgrace are his lot, and his shame will never be wiped away. For jealousy arouses a husband's fury, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will not accept any compensation. He will refuse a bribe, however great it is. Looks like my food's about to be here. Let me see. Proverbs 7. Warning against the adulterous woman. There is quite a few warnings against adulterous women. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to grab this, and then I will return, and we'll get right back to what we're doing here. All right, guys, I am back. My dog is so adorable. Got her a few treats and was got her some treats and stuff like that, and it was adorable. I gave her one, and she started just licking her lips long before I got it over to her. But anyways, sorry about that. Let's get back to it. All right, we're on Proverbs Chapter 7, warning against the adulterous woman. My son, keep my words and store up my commands within you. Keep my commands and you will live. Guard my teachings as the apple of your eye. I saw a sneak peek of Mr. Elephant. Yeah, I don't know. The thing likes to move every once in a while, and I don't know why. I'll have to figure it out. Bind them to your fingers. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Say to wisdom, you are my sister, and to insight, you are my relative. Then they will keep you from the adulterous woman, from the wayward woman with her seductive words. At the window of my house, I looked down through the lattice. I saw among the simple, I noticed among the young men, a youth who had no sense. He was going down the street near her corner, walking along in the direction of her house, at twilight, as the day was fading, as the dark of night set in. Then came out a woman to meet him, dressed like a prostitute and with crafty intent. She is unruly and defiant. Her feet never stay at home. Now in the street, now in the squares, and at every corner she lurks. She took hold of him and kissed him, and with a brazen face she said, "Today I fulfilled my vows, and I have food from my fellowship offering at home. So I came out to meet you. I looked for you and have found you. I have covered my bed with colored linens from Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come, let's drink deeply of love till morning. Let's enjoy ourselves with love. My husband is not home. He has gone on a long journey. He took his purse filled with money and will not come home till full moon." With persuasive words, she led him astray. She seduced him with her smooth talk. All at once, he followed her like an ox going to the slaughter, like a deer stepping into a noose, till an arrow pierces his liver, like a bird darting into a snare, little knowing it will cost him his life. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Pay attention to what I say. Do not let your heart turn to her ways, or stray into her paths. Many are the victims she has brought down. Her slain are a mighty throng. Her house is a highway to the grave, leading down to the chambers of death. Proverbs Chapter 8. Wisdom calls. Does not wisdom call out? Does not understanding raise her voice? At the highest point along the way, where the paths meet, she takes her stand. Beside the gate leading into the city, at the entrance she cries aloud, "To you, O people, I call out. I hear my voice to all mankind. You who are simple, gain prudence. You who are foolish, set your hearts on it. Listen, for I have trustworthy things to say. I open my lips to speak what is right. My mouth speaks what is true, for my lips detest wickedness. All the words of my mouth are just. None of them is crooked or perverse. To the discerning of them are right. They are upright to those who have found knowledge. Choose my instruction instead of silver, knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is more precious than rubies, and nothing you desire can compare with her. I, wisdom, dwell together with prudence. I possess knowledge and discretion. To fear the Lord is to hate evil. I hate pride and arrogance, evil behavior and perverse speech. Counsel and sound judgment are mine. I have insight, I have power. By me kings reign, and rulers issue decrees that are just. By me princes govern, and nobles all who rule on earth. I love those who love me, and those who seek me find me. With me are riches and honor, enduring wealth and prosperity. My fruit is better than fine gold. What I yield surpasses choice silver. I walk in the ways of righteousness along the paths of justice, bestowing a rich inheritance on those who love me, and making their treasuries full. The Lord brought me forth as the first of his works, before his deeds of old. I was formed long ages ago, at the very beginning when the world came to be. When there were no watery depths, I was given birth. When there were no springs overflowing with water, before the mountains were settled in place, before the hills I was given birth. Before he made the world or its fields or any of the dust of the earth, I was there when he set the heavens in place, when he marked out the horizon on the face of the deep, when he established the clouds above and fixed securely the fountains of the deep, when he gave the sea its boundary, so the waters could not overstep his command, and when he marked out the foundations of the earth. Then I was constantly at his side. I was filled with delight day after day, rejoicing always in his presence, rejoicing in his whole world, and delighting in mankind. Now then, my children, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Do not disregard it. Blessed are those who listen to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For those who find me find life and receive favor from the Lord. But those who fail to find me harm themselves. All who hate me love death. Proverbs Chapter 9. Invitations of wisdom and folly. Wisdom has built her house. She has set up its 7 pillars. She has prepared her meat and mixed her wine. She has also set her table. She has set out her servants, and she calls from the highest point of the city. Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, she says, come eat my food and drink the wine I have mixed. Leave your simple ways and you will live. Walk in the way of insight. Whoever corrects a mocker invites insults. Whoever rebukes the wicked incurs abuse. Do not rebuke mockers, or they will hate you. Rebuke the wise, and they will love you. Instruct the wise, and they will be wiser still. Teach the righteous, and they will add to their learning. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. For through wisdom your days will be many, and years will be added to your life. If you are wise, your wisdom will reward you. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. Folly is an unruly woman. She is simple and knows nothing. She sits at the door of her house, on a seat at the highest point of the city, calling out to those who pass by, who go straight on their way. Let all who are simple come to my house. To those who have no sense, she says, stolen water is sweet. Food eaten in secret is delicious. But little do they know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the dead. Proverbs Chapter 10. The Proverbs of Solomon. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish son brings grief to his mother. Ill-gotten treasures have no lasting value, but righteousness delivers from death. The Lord does not let the righteous go hungry, but he thwarts the craving of the wicked. Lazy hands make for poverty, but diligent hands bring wealth. He who gathers crops in summer is a prudent son. But he who sleeps during harvest is a disgraceful son. Blessings crown the head of the righteous, but violence overwhelms the mouth of the wicked. The name of the righteous is used in blessings, but the name of the wicked will rot. The wise in heart accept commands, but a chattering fool comes to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely. Whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Whoever winks maliciously causes grief, and a chattering fool comes to ruin. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life, but the mouth of the wicked conceals violence. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers over all wrongs. Wisdom is found on the lips of the discerning, but a rod is for the back of one who has no sense. The wise store up knowledge, but the mouth of a fool invites ruin. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city, and poverty is the ruin of the poor. The wages of the righteous is life, but the earnings of the wicked are sin and death. Whoever heeds discipline shows the way to life, but whoever ignores correction leads others astray. Whoever conceals hatred with lying lips and spreads slander is a fool. Sin is not ended by multiplying words, but the prudent hold their tongues. The tongue of the righteous is choice silver, but the heart of the wicked is of little value. The lips of the righteous nourish many, but fools die for lack of sense. The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it. A fool finds pleasure in wicked schemes, but a person of understanding delights in wisdom. What the wicked dread will overtake them. What the righteous desire will be granted. When the storm has swept by, the wicked are gone, but the righteous stand firm forever. As vinegar to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so are sluggards to those who send them. The fear of the Lord adds length to life, but the years of the wicked are cut short. The prospect of the righteous is joy, but the hopes of the wicked come to nothing. The way of the Lord is a refuge for the blameless, but it is the ruin of those who do evil. The righteous will never be uprooted, but the wicked will not remain in the land. From the mouth of the righteous comes the fruit of wisdom, but a perverse tongue will be silenced. The lips of the righteous know what finds favor, but the mouth of the wicked only what is perverse. Proverbs Chapter 11. The Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights find favor with him. When pride comes, then comes disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteousness of the blameless makes their paths straight, but the wicked are brought down by their own wickedness. The righteousness of the upright delivers them, but the unfaithful are trapped by evil desires. Hopes placed in mortals die with them. All the promise of their power comes to nothing. The righteous person is rescued from trouble, and it falls on the wicked instead. With their mouths the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked prosper, there are shouts of joy. Through the blessing of the upright, a city is exalted, but by the mouth of the wicked it is destroyed. Whoever derides their neighbor has no sense, but the one who has understanding holds their tongue. A gossip betrays a confidence, but a trustworthy person keeps a secret. For lack of guidance, a nation falls, but victory is won through many advisers. Whoever puts up security for a stranger will surely suffer, but whoever refuses to shake hands in pledge is safe. A kind-hearted woman gains honor, but ruthless men gain only wealth. Those who are kind benefit themselves, but the cruel bring ruin on themselves. A wicked person earns deceptive wages, but the only one who sows righteousness reaps a sure reward. Truly the righteous attain life, but whoever pursues evil finds death. The Lord detests those whose hearts are perverse, but he delights in those whose ways are blameless. Be sure of this, the wicked will not go unpunished, but those who are righteous will go free. Like a gold ring in a pig's snout is a beautiful woman who shows no discretion. The desire of the righteous ends only in good, but the hope of the wicked only in wrath. One person gives freely, yet gains even more. Another withholds unduly, but comes to poverty. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. People curse the one who hoards grain, but they pray God's blessing on the one who is willing to sell. Whoever seeks good finds favor, but evil comes to one who searches for it. Those who trust in their riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind, and the fool will be servant to the wise. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and the one who is wise saves lives. If the righteous receive their due on earth, how much more the ungodly and the sinner? Proverbs Chapter 12. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. Good people obtain favor from the Lord, but he condemns those who devise wicked schemes. No one can be established through wickedness, but the righteous cannot be uprooted. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in his bones. The plans of the righteous are just, but the advice of the wicked is deceitful. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the speech of the upright rescues them. The wicked are overthrown and are no more, but the house of the righteous stands firm. A person is praised according to their prudence, and one with a warped mind is despised. Better to be a nobody and yet have a servant than pretend to be somebody and have no food. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies have no sense. The wicked desire the stronghold of evildoers, but the root of the righteous endures. Evildoers are trapped by their sinful talk, so the innocent escape trouble. From the fruit of their lips people are filled with good things, and the work of their hands brings them reward. The way of fools seems to right them, but the wise listen to advice. Fools show their annoyance at once, but the prudent overlook an insult. An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies. The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Deceit is in the heart of those who plot evil, but those who promote peace have joy. No harm overtakes the righteous, but the wicked have their fill of trouble. The Lord detests lying lips, but he delights in people who are trustworthy. The prudent keep their knowledge to themselves, but a fool's heart blurts out folly. Diligent hands will rule, but laziness ends in forced labor. Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up. The righteous choose their friends carefully, but the way of the wicked leads them astray. The lazy do not roast any game, but the diligent feed on the riches of the hunt. In the way of righteousness there is life. Along that path is immortality. Proverbs Chapter 13. A wise son heeds his father's instruction, but a mocker does not respond to rebukes. From the fruit of their lips people enjoy good things, but the unfaithful have an appetite for violence. Those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. A sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The righteous hate what is false, but the wicked make themselves a stench and bring shame on themselves. Righteousness guards the person of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. One person pretends to be rich, yet has nothing. Another pretends to be poor, yet has great wealth. A person's riches may ransom their life, but the poor cannot respond to threatening rebukes. The light of the righteous shines brightly, but the lamp of the wicked is snuffed out. Where there is strife, there is pride, but wisdom is found in those who take advice. Dishonest money dwindles away, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever scorns instruction will pay for it, but whoever respects a command is rewarded. The teaching of the wise is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. Good judgment wins favor, but the way of the unfaithful leads to their destruction. All who are prudent act with knowledge, but fools expose their folly. A wicked messenger falls into trouble, but a trustworthy envoy brings healing. Whoever disregards discipline comes to poverty and shame, but whoever heeds correction is honored. A longing fulfilled is sweet to the soul, but fools detest turning from evil. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Trouble pursues the sinner, but the righteous are rewarded with good things. A good person leaves an inheritance for his children's children, but a sinner's wealth is stored up for the righteous. An unplowed field produces food for the poor, but injustice sweeps it away. Whoever spares the rod hates their children, but the one who loves their children is careful to discipline them. The righteous eat to their heart's content, but the stomach of the wicked goes hungry. Proverbs 14. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. Whoever fears the Lord walks uprightly, but those who despise him are devious in their ways. A fool's mouth lashes out with pride, but the lips of the wise protect them. Where there are no oxen, the manger is empty, but from the strength of an ox come abundant harvests. An honest witness does not deceive, but a false witness pours out lies. The mocker seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge comes easily to the discerning. Stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips. The wisdom of the prudent is to give thought to their ways, but the folly of fools is deception. Fools mock at making amends for sin, but goodwill is found among the upright. Each heart knows its own bitterness, and no one else can share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. The faithless will be fully repaid for their ways, and the good rewarded for theirs. The simple believe anything, but the prudent give thought to their steps. The wise fear the Lord and shun evil, but a fool is hot-headed and yet feels secure. A quick-tempered person does foolish things, and the one who devises evil schemes is hated. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. Evildoers will bow down in the presence of the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteousness. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, and the rich have many friends. It is a sin to despise one's neighbor, but blessed is the one who is kind to the needy. Do not those who plot evil go astray? but those who plan what is good find love and faithfulness. All hard work brings a profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. The wealth of the wise is their crown, but the folly of fools yields folly. A truthful witness saves lives, but a false witness is deceitful. Whoever fears the Lord has a secure fortress, and for their children it will be refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, turning a person from the snares of death. A large population is a king's glory, but without subjects a prince is ruined. Whoever is patient has great understanding, but one who is quick-tempered displays folly. A heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy rots the bones. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death the righteous seek refuge in God. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns any people. A king delights in a wise servant, but a shameful servant arouses his fury. Proverbs 15. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise adorns knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes folly. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. A fool spurns a parent's discipline, but whoever heeds correction shows prudence. The house of the righteous contains great treasure, but the income of the wicked brings ruin. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of fools are not upright. The Lord detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but the prayer of the upright pleases him. The Lord detests the ways of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue righteousness. Stern discipline awaits anyone who leaves the path. The one who hates correction will die. Death and destruction lie open before the Lord, but how much more do human hearts? Mockers resent correction, so they avoid the wise. A happy heart makes the face cheerful, but heartache crushes the spirit. Oh, goodness. The discerning heart seeks knowledge, but the mouth of a fool feeds on folly. All the days of the oppressed are wretched, but the cheerful heart has a continual feast. Better a little with the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil. Better a small serving of vegetables with love than a fattened calf with hatred. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who is patient calms a quarrel. The way of the sluggard is blocked with thorns, but the path of the upright is a highway. A wise son brings joy to his father, but a foolish man despises his mother. Folly brings joy to one who has no sense, but whoever has understanding keeps a straight course. Plans fail for lack of counsel, but with many advisers they succeed. A person finds joy in giving an apt reply, and how good is a timely word. The path of life leads upward for the prudent, and to keep them from going down to the realm of the dead. The Lord tears down the house of the proud, but he sets the widow's boundary stones in place. The Lord detests the thoughts of the wicked, but gracious words are pure in his sight. The greedy bring ruin to their households, but the one who hates bribes will live. The heart of the righteous weighs its answers, but the mouth of the wicked gushes evil. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Light in a messenger's eyes brings joy to the heart, and good news gives health to the bones. Whoever heeds life, giving correction, will be at home among the wise. Those who disregard discipline despise themselves, but the one who heeds correction gains understanding. Wisdom's instruction is to fear the Lord, and humility comes before honor. Juan, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, man. Man, my eyes are trying to close on me. Oh, it's crazy how the evil spirits try to mess with you when you're doing stuff like this. Like, I'm sure it happens to you guys when you're reading your Bibles or anything like that, where all of a sudden it's like you feel tired out of nowhere. You weren't tired at all. Now all of a sudden you feel tired out of nowhere, and I think I'm finally relaxed. Finally relaxed. All right, we're halfway through Proverbs, guys. So it's up to you. If you guys want, I can keep reading a few more chapters, or we can save it and have another day of Proverbs tomorrow. You thought it was allergies? No, not allergies. It's and trying to twist your tongue. Exactly. It's try to skip you up. Everything. Whew. Super bad. Well, you're distracted. Oh, man. Happens to you all the time. Yeah. It's definitely hitting me today where I'm just like, oh, man. And I'm trying to keep going on, but my eyes wanting to start crossing and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, oh. But I'm enjoying reading Proverbs. It feels like he's repeating himself a lot, but it's a really good book so far. I've only read like the first 10 chapters of it before, but now it's starting to go. And yeah, it's like you guys see me wiping my nose and everything. It's like not my nose isn't running, but it keeps itching. All kinds of stuff. It's just wild. I'm okay. It's like I said, if we stop now, then that it splits Proverbs up halfway. Like we're exactly at the halfway point. Because there's only like 31 chapters in Proverbs. I'm gonna take a peek just so I can be sure. Yeah, 31 chapters in Proverbs. And it's not like I didn't sleep bad. I slept good, everything. Oh, yeah. Bleeding noses will come from the dry air in the winter. Yeah. That'll definitely happen. I'm actually expecting that to happen here soon. It's just not quite there yet. But not quite there yet, Jillian. So that's... I just thought that... I didn't know that would be everyone, though. I thought it might have just been me, but... See, this is what happens when I wear a green shirt. It cuts out the shirt. But I mean, if you guys want, I could probably get us up to Proverbs Chapter 20, I think, and then we can call it there. I'd be happy with that. Because I know yesterday we only had like an hour session as well, but that was only because the last 30 chapters of Psalm did not take us long at all. Even the one with 176 verses in it, it said wear a full green suit or shirt to be a floating head, right? You're getting up, you're getting attacked at night, you wake up in tongues and praise. Oh yeah, it's I've been having good dreams and stuff. So, I mean, I've been sleeping well, you know, waking up often, but I'm sleeping well. I'm feeling rested when I get up and everything. So, I don't know. I just know that is an attack, you know. Be a floating head. You would like that, wouldn't you, Taylor? I'll have to try it sometime for you. Because I have it's like a lime green undershirt on. It's really bright, usually. But you guys aren't going to see it with the green screen stuff on, so. That's funny. You've been having nightmares and insomnia? I wonder if something's going on. I wonder if something's going on. He said it would be hilarious. Probably would be for a little while. For a little while. Oh, I need to rest my eyes for a minute. I think I'm going to try to get us to at least Proverbs Chapter 20, guys, and then we can call it there. I might add that to our prayer, though, to start trying to protect us in our dreams, our sleep, everything. Like, it sounds like a lot of us need a little bit of extra prayer for that. Need a little extra help from God, because it's starting to get rough. All right, Proverbs chapter 16. To humans belong the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the proper answer of the tongue. All a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. Yeah, that's something I've been noticing too, Jillian. The closer we get to the Lord, the more attacks are coming. So, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. The Lord detests all of the proud of heart, but sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Through love and faithfulness, sin is atoned for. Through the fear of the Lord, evil is avoided. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. In their hearts, humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. The lips of a king speak as an oracle, and his mouth does not betray justice. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are of his making. Kings detest wrongdoing, for a throne is established through righteousness. Kings take pleasure in honest lips. They value the one who speaks what is right. A king's wrath is a messenger of death, but the wise will appease it. When a king's face brightens, it means life. His favor is like a rain cloud in spring. How much better to get wisdom than gold, to get insight rather than silver. The highway of the upright avoids evil. Those who guard their ways preserve their lives. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Better to be lowly in spirit along with the oppressed than to share plunder with the proud. Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. The wise in heart are called discerning, and gracious words promote instruction. Prudence is a fountain of life to the prudent, but folly brings punishment to fools. The heart of the wise make their mouths prudent, and their lips promote instruction. Gracious words are a honeycomb, sweet to the soul and healing to the bones. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. The appetite of laborers works for them. Their hunger drives them on. A scoundrel plots evil, and on their lips it is like a scorching fire. A perverse person, stirs up conflict, and a gossip separates close friends. A violent person entices their neighbor and leads them down a path that is not good. Whoever winks with their eye is plotting perversity. Whoever purses their lips is bent on evil. Gray hair is a crown of splendor. It is attained in the way of righteousness. Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. The lot is cast into the lap, but its every decision is from the Lord. Proverbs 17. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. A prudent servant will rule over a disgraceful son, and will share the inheritance as one of the family. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the heart. A wicked person listens to deceitful lips. A liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. Whoever mocks the poor shows contempt for their maker. Whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Children's children are a crown to be aged, and parents are the pride of their children. Eloquent lips are unsuited to a godless fool. How much worse lying lips to a ruler? A bribe is seen as a charm by the one who gives it, but they think success will come at every turn. Whoever would foster love covers over an offense, but whoever repeats the matter separates close friends. A rebuke impresses a discerning person, more than 100 lashes a fool. Evildoers foster rebellion against God. The messenger of death will be sent against them. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool bent on folly. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Starting a quarrel is like breaching a dam, so drop the matter before a dispute breaks out. Acquitting the guilty and condemning the innocent, the Lord detests them both. Why should fools have money in hand to buy wisdom when they are not able to understand it? A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. One who has no sense shakes hands in pledge and puts up security for a neighbor. Whoever loves a quarrel loves sin. Whoever builds a high gate invites destruction. One whose heart is corrupt does not prosper. One whose tongue is perverse falls into trouble. To have a fool for a child brings grief. There is no joy for the parent of a godless fool. A cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. The wicked accept bribes in secret to pervert the course of justice. A discerning person keeps wisdom in view, but a fool's eyes wander to the ends of the earth. A foolish son brings grief to his father and bitterness to the mother who bore him. If imposing a fine on the innocent is not good, surely to flog honest officials is not right. The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even-tempered. Even fools are thought wise if they keep silent, and discerning if they hold their tongues. Proverbs Chapter 18. An unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sound judgment starts quarrels. Fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. When wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. The words of the mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a rushing stream. It is not good to be partial to the wicked, and so deprive the innocent of justice. The lips of fools bring them strife, and their mouths invite a beating. The mouths of fools are their undoing, and their lips are a snare to their very lives. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. They go down to the inmost parts. One who is slack in his work is brother to one who destroys. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. The human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. A gift opens the way, and ushers the giver into presence of the great. In a lawsuit, the first to speak seems right. If someone comes forward and cross-examines, until someone comes forward and cross-examines. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. A brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. From the fruit of their mouth, a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips, they are satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Who finds a wife finds what is good, and receives favor from the Lord. The poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer harshly. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, and there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs Chapter 19. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor person deserts them. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. Many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gifts. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? Though the poor pursue them with pleading, they are nowhere to be found. The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. That's not the first time. That's definitely not the first time they said that. I've read that multiple times. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse for a slave to rule over princes. A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaky roof. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless go hungry. Whoever keeps commandments keeps their life, but whoever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. What a person desires is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. A sluggard buries his hand in the dish. He will not even bring it back to his mouth. Flog a mocker, and the simple will learn prudence. Rebuke the discerning, and they will gain knowledge. Whoever robs their father and drives out their mother is a child who brings shame and disgrace. Stop listening to instruction, my son, and you will stray from the words of knowledge. A corrupt witness mocks at justice, and the mouth of the wicked gulps down evil. Penalties are prepared for mockers, and beatings for the backs of fools. So I think I'm going to call it there. And we'll do the last 11 chapters of Proverbs, and let's see, what's after Proverbs? Ecclesiastes. You gotta be pretty lazy to be too tired to eat. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Jeez. To think about it like that, yeah, it's ugh. My eyes want to go crossed again. So yeah, I'm going to call it here today. And what we'll do is or fall asleep while eating, yeah. He said, I always say I'm too tired to eat. I eat anyway. You guys are funny. But I definitely know how that is. Well, we'll definitely pick this up tomorrow. And then we'll get into some of Ecclesiastes tomorrow as well. I have no idea how large of a chapter that is. "12 chapters. We may get through all of Ecclesiastes as well. Who knows? And then it goes into the Song of Songs after that, which should be interesting. Which doesn't look like it's long either. Yeah. What was that, 8 chapters of the Song of Songs? And then we'll get into the book of Isaiah, which I look forward to. Does anyone have any prayer requests before we end this? And those of you that haven't already, if you guys liked what you heard, even though it's a little short today, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. If anyone's new here, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button and hit that bell, and that way you get notifications whenever we go live every day, or whenever we drop any new videos or anything. So thank you for the reading. Take some time for yourself. Go get some good sleep, brother. I will try. There's still stuff I have to do before I can rest up, but I'll get there. I will get there. Which book, Jillian? Isaiah? Yeah. I haven't read it yet, but I do know there's a lot of really good prophecy in Isaiah. And I know it talks a lot about Jesus. So we're going to find that out. We're going to read right through it. I'm going to read right through it. I look forward to it. I do. I really look forward to it. Excuse me. Gotta get the urge to aggressively play the drums, and I remember I don't have a kit, so I pretend to play them aggressively. There you go. There you go. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get with the prayer then. If you guys have any prayer requests, make sure you put it into the chat before we finish the prayer, and then we'll add it to it. If not, I mean, that's all right. If you have something you want to have prayed about afterwards, we can in Discord or whatever. Just let me know. Dear Heavenly Father, I want to thank you for each and every single person that you brought out here with us today. I want to thank you, Lord, for the fellowshipping, and I feel blessed in knowing that each and every single person here is trying to get deeper in their word with you, Lord, and closer to you every single day. It's absolutely amazing, Lord. We need you more and more in our lives, Lord. Less of us, more of you. Lord, I ask that you help our sister Jillian receive clarity on how to be more prudent in her life, Lord. Help to make it... Just help her in that area, Lord. And Lord, I ask that you touch every single one of us and help each one of us to be able to sleep better and have deeper sleeps, Lord, and to take away any insomnia or sleeping issues that we may have, and protect us in our sleep, because that's when we are the weakest, so that all of us can feel better rested and get through our days a lot easier, Lord. And Lord, I want to thank you for just this opportunity to be able to get deeper in your word, Lord. I absolutely enjoy it. I absolutely enjoy reading your word, and I thank you for creating this platform and having me be your voice here, Lord. Having me read to everyone else, and it's like I learn, and I know they're learning, Lord. And I want to thank you so much for doing that, Lord. And I ask that you continue to guide us through this life. Guide us into the way with our wisdom and knowledge and understanding of your word, Lord, so that we know how you want us to live, how you want us to walk into that fine line that is the narrow path, Lord. Help us to be able to reach those around us and show them how to do it as well, and demonstrate and explain it so that others can walk that narrow path with us to you, Lord, and others can find you through us, Lord. Lord, I ask that you continue to guide our hands and our feet, our hearts and our minds, our eyes and our tongues, so that everything we say, everything we think, everything that's in our hearts, the way we walk, everything exemplifies you, Lord, exalts you, and glorifies you and brings us that much closer to you, Lord. And we can be that beacon of light in the middle of the darkness to those that are trying to wake up and find you, Lord. I ask that you continue to watch over every single one of us and protect us, Lord, as we go through our daily lives. Place your grace over all of us and your peace and your love and your joy so that any attacks that we're having, we can get it to go away, Lord, and we can have more peaceful lifestyles, and especially with you, Lord. Help us to be able to continue to seek you daily, Lord, and keep us on fire for you and your word. We love you so much, Lord, and we're so thankful for everything that you're doing in our lives and have done and are going to do, Lord, that you haven't even done yet. We don't know your plan, and we don't want to pretend like we do or even want to know it. We just want to continue to keep moving the way you want us to move, keep listening to your words and your guidance, Lord, and keep following you, no matter how hard or easy it may be for us. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I still got some stuff I've got to do. I'm probably going to try to keep working on the one parable. Hopefully I'll at least get to go ahead and record it. And who knows, I might be able to get it put out tomorrow. I don't know. Rasham, get to me on a good time that would be able to work for you. I know I've got church in the morning. So I would probably be free after church before we get started with the next reading, but I don't know what your schedule looks like. So get with me in Discord afterwards, and we can try to work that out and figure out like a good time to record your testimony. And anyone else that is wanting your testimony recorded, make sure you get into the tab there for the testimonies and start talking to us, and we'll start making a list of the people that want to and that are, get a good schedule and everything down too. So I really look forward to it. I look forward to hearing Rasham's testimony. But I hope all of you have a wonderful, wonderful night, Lord, and a wonderful day, wonderful evening. Those of you that haven't already, make sure you guys get some good dinner. Those of you getting ready to go to sleep, make sure you guys sleep well. And make sure that everything we do, guys, has God in the very center of it. He's in the very center of it. Make sure you're seeking His wisdom at all times. I know I am. But I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful night. I love every single one of you guys. I'm thankful for each and every single one of you, and I'm happy to be part of this family that we have here. I look forward to spending some more time with you guys tomorrow and spending more time with the Lord tomorrow. I know I'm going to try to spend some time praying with Him tonight before I end up getting some sleep. But again, I'm thankful for each and every single one of you guys. Have a wonderful evening. God bless every single one of you guys. I love you all. And peace out, guys.